Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the DC Universe Classics Signature Collection, Ra's al Ghul. We are quickly approaching the end of Mattel's DC Universe Classics line, at least as far as the Signature Collection goes. And we're finally being given one of those famous Bat villains right here at the tail end of the line. As you can see, Ra's al Ghul comes in the same style Signature Collection packaging that's a full window box that fully showcases that figure within. On both the side of the box and then flipping it over to the back of the box, we are treated to some beautiful new artwork of the character within the box. This artwork has been one thing that I have really loved all across this Signature Collection. We also get a brief bio explaining exactly who Ra's al Ghul is. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Ra's outside of the packaging. Let's go ahead and start off with the head sculpt there. Of course, this is a comic-accurate version of Ra's al Ghul, but his look is pretty familiar across all forms of media, so he's instantly recognizable as Ra's al Ghul here. He's got the little beard on either side of his chin there, he's got the nice widow's peak hair, big bushy pointed eyebrows, and overall it's a very nice face sculpt. Now, the skin tone on there is a little flat. There's not really any kind of shading or extra detail put into the face, and unfortunately the paint isn't perfect on the little beard pieces. You can see it definitely has some of the skin tone over the tops of the beard sculpts, but it's clean other than that part right there, and it looks pretty good. Now, the rest of the figure is pretty standard stuff as far as the suited body goes in the DC Universe Classics line. If you've had any of the other figures that have the suited body, you pretty much know exactly what to expect here. He's wearing a nice dark green suit, which looks really nice, and he's got this kind of dark red tie underneath the suit. The jacket, of course, is a separate piece, but it is affixed to the figure, so you can't remove it, but it is still made of kind of a softer plastic. That way, you can still get the articulation to work properly, and it doesn't really get in the way of anything there. You'll also notice he's, of course, wearing his signature cape over his back there. It's got a nice kind of shiny gold cord that comes right around the front of his neck there, and while the cape is a nice separate piece that's made of a soft, pliable plastic like we've seen with all the capes in this line, it is worth noting that the cape is permanently attached to the figure. It's glued to his back up there at the top portion, so the cape is non-removable even though it is a separate piece. So let's go ahead and check out the articulation on this guy. It's pretty standard stuff. The head's on a nice joint that allows it to turn left and right and slightly move up and down, but not too much there. You got nice ball joints at the shoulders there, you got swivels at the bicep, standard joint at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, you've got a nice waist twist articulation there, you've got the standard joints at the legs that allow them to move up and down, plus hinge joints that allow them to move outwards. You've got cuts at the thighs there, standard joints at the knees, and then joints at the ankles that allow the feet to move up and down. So, pretty much exactly what we've come to expect, especially if you've got any of those suited figures. Like I've already said, you already know exactly how this guy poses, but it works pretty well for a character like Ra's al Ghul. Now, fortunately, he does come with one accessory in the form of this large sword. It's a very nice sculpt and has a really great paint job on there. The blade is done in kind of this metallic silver color, while the handle is done in more of a metallic gold. And he can hold it in either one of his hands, though his right hand is a bit tighter grip, so it holds onto the sword a little bit better than the left, because he's almost got a pointed finger going on with the left hand. But you can still get the sword in either hand, that way you've got different posing options for him. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the DC Universe Classics Signature Collection, Ra's al Ghul. Being a big Batman fan, I'm happy to add a comic version of Ra's to the collection. I love building up the Rogues Gallery, and it was nice that Mattel threw this guy in right at the very end of the line, so we can finally add what's kind of a prominent Bat villain to our toy shelves. Ra's al Ghul was part of the DC Universe Club Infinite Earth subscription and was available in November 2013, so happy hunting, and until next time.